Hello and welcome to Alive with Amanda. Today we're going to be talking about how to grow your business when it feels like everyone wants to go into solo practice or out on their own and there's limited ways to build your business. So this is across the board. You'll see it in most states and the United States. I'll just talk about here because that's my working knowledge. You definitely see it. Before, like when I first started my group practice in 2010, I had way more clinicians that wanted to work for me and not enough clients coming in. Now it's the opposite. We have way a lot of clients coming in. We have a wait list. We have a lot of calls, not enough clinicians wanting to work with us. And that is really the trend that a lot of people are seeing. We're seeing a couple of things. We still have people that want to work with us. We are seeing less and less people want to work with children. That is, again, across the board in a lot of places. People are not excited about working with kids, whether they don't want to do the play therapy, whether they don't want to deal with the parents, or they don't want to work the nights, right? Like it's kind of like three strikes against people. Like you're not trained in play therapy. You don't want to do play therapy. You don't want to work with the parents, which can be kind of a pain. And you don't want to work nights. I mean, working with kids requires evenings, and a lot of people are parents themselves or they have their own obligations. They just don't want to work evenings. And so group practices are going to have to start getting creative and really step up what they're offering for people to join their group practices. One of the benefits of joining my group practice is that we do the credentialing, we do the billing, we do the marketing. So for the most part, people can come in, see their clients, leave. They go to a few meetings. They have to follow our policies and procedures. Yes, like we have those types of things. But for the most part, that's really the experience we want. We don't want people to have to market for themselves. We know that doesn't really happen. We want to have a good culture. We want people to like working here. But we've had to step up what we've done. Traditionally, we've only had contractors. We're moving to offering W-2 employment with health benefits. That was a big thing. A lot of people really wanted health insurance. And we want people to work with us, right? And so we're starting to offer health insurance. Before, we never paid for trainings. Now we're starting to pay for trainings, including EMDR training, which is a training that a lot of clinicians want, and it's costly, so they can't always afford it. Or they just don't want to put, necessarily can't put the money towards it. So we pay for 50% of somebody's EMDR training. We want them to also be invested, but we may look at offering 100% of the cost towards EMDR training. But we also are paying for things like Gottman training, CBT, DBT. There are a lot of things that people are looking for that are not traditional. One reason a lot of people join a group practice is so they don't feel alone, right? So they're not leaving the office by themselves. They're able to see other people during the day. They're able to be a part of a community. And so you have to think about, what are you building, right? That's really what's going to help you to stand out versus other people that are offering something maybe different than you're offering. Maybe like there are a couple of practices that I know that they offer fantastic training programs. I'm thinking of somebody local to me. She is a registered play therapist. She gets all of her people right to be registered play therapists. They market that way. They have fantastic offices. They're all set up for play therapy. And that is like, if I knew somebody who was like, should I come to your practice or should I go there? I really want to be a play therapist. One day I have a dream of being a play therapist, of a supervisor, of a trainer. I really want to own my own play therapy practice. I would refer over there. That is a much better fit than our practice where we have RPTs on staff. We do offer some trainings and we don't offer trainings in play therapy, but we'll send for trainings in play therapy. But that's the practice for play therapy, right? There are some practices for eating disorders. Like that's what they do. They're so good at that. So if you aren't already niched down, think about offering a niche if that's in line with who you are and what you do. Think about the culture that you are creating. Think about the benefits that you are offering, and think about why somebody would want to work with you and why they would want to stay working with you. So that's how you grow the group practice side of things. There are other opportunities out there like coaching, consulting, creating products, creating an Etsy shop. The thing about all of that, and I talk about this time and time again, you see my hand starts going, is because you have to create a following for that. And so if you want to put your time and energy into creating a following on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, on mailing lists are fantastic ways to sell your products, then start now, because that's going to be the way for therapists. Even at the group practice level, we've been thinking about that. Like, I would like some of my leadership team members to offer some consulting. I would like some of my clinicians maybe to do CEUs that where maybe we could sell that. There are a lot of things that you can offer at the group practice level and the solo practice level that is within what you do, but it's not therapy. It's packaged in a different way. Again, you create an Etsy shop with worksheets, or you are a fantastic niche style private pay therapist. You offer consulting to other people who want that. I'll be happy to send, people that way if that's what you enjoy doing, because my style of consulting is very different. And so you want to be creative in what you're offering. Let's talk a little bit more about what to do to really grow yourself as an entrepreneur. I think is probably the best question related to this. But first, I want to thank our sponsor, TherapyNotes. If you're looking for an electronic health record that's really full service, that can help you run your solo or your group practice, your private pay or your insurance practice, or your in-person or virtual practice, they've got you covered. And that's what I love. We do a little bit of all of that, in the sense that we are a group practice, we're private pay and insurance based. We have telehealth options and in-person options, and it makes it so easy to code all of that. We bill insurance directly through there. We take credit card payments directly through there. We keep really organized through TherapyNotes. So I highly recommend you check them out. It's who we use and trust. We know, like, and trust them. So going back to what can you do to really build your business? I think it goes back to building a solid business plan. I talk about a business plan all the time, and keeping metrics around your business plan. So if you are hiring, you're trying to hire and you're having trouble hiring, pivot how you hire. Keep track of what ads you're doing on Indeed, or where you're going to hire. Are you going to job fairs? Are you building relationships in your market? And track all of those things. Track how many applicants you have. Track how many clients or clinicians you have onboarded. Keep track of all of that and go back to your business plan and make sure all of that aligns. And that's what we do. We started to track a lot more metrics in our business that has really helped us catapult, and knowing exactly when we need to hire, exactly how many applicants we need to get, how many interviews we need, how many people accept, how many people we're hiring. We really have that dialed in. So it's just like getting clients, whether we need a bigger budget for Indeed, a smaller budget for Indeed, whether we need to think outside of the box, whether we need more ads, whether we need more social media posts. What do we need that's different, right? You can't continue to do the same things and expect a different result. And so I would say, if you don't already have support from a private practice consultant who's actively building their business, get one. If you don't already keep metrics, start keeping metrics. If you don't have a business plan, write a business plan. Go back to the basics and see how you can really make your private practice stand apart so you can help it grow in the way that you want it to grow. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you soon, everybody. Bye.